Hey everybody. I just wanted to take a real quick moment to I should have written a script for this. To give an explanation for just a quick update I'm doing on my channel. So I started doing UTAO stuff back in 2016, and I was 16 in 2016, and I was a complete moron and absolutely had no idea what I was doing. Which does not excuse the fact that I did not credit anybody for any of the USTs I used back then. Um, it's like completely inexcusable on my part. I'm deeply sorry to anybody whose USTs that I've used and I've not credited you, especially on the videos like Kimi no Taion that have gotten like really popular. I feel really bad that those videos that I like didn't put a credit on have gotten so big, and it's taken me until now to finally get around to going through and fixing all of that. So what I'm here to say now is that I am going through all of those right now as we speak. Should be done by the end of the night, and I'm going through and I'm googling, I'm doing as the best job I can to try to figure out which USTs I used for all of these videos and putting at the top of the description, you know, who did the original UST, just because I think it's important to get that out in the air, and get that on those videos because, you know, they're around. People are going to find them like for the first time. So that's, you know, um, but yeah, I figured I would post this so that you all know what I'm doing, and that way, you know, if anybody's like, hey, I noticed your description changed, hey, it notified me about this video again, or even just like, hey, what what's with this? There's that. And the other thing I wanted to talk about is that there's quite a lot of videos where I'm not entirely sure which UST I used. For some of them, um, so so going back, I'm basically just googling like, you know, Kimi no Taion UST, because Google has not saved my search history for some reason. All of the search history I had before 2020 gone. Cannot find it anymore. That was like going to be my biggest asset, and it's gone now. So um, I'm doing my best. I'm basically just googling all of them, and I'm looking at certain parameters. For example, like if a video was uploaded in like February of 2017, then obviously a UST that was released in 2018 was not the one I used for that video. But that also means that since some of those videos were updated or uploaded so long ago, there's either multiple different covers that were released at the time, multiple USTs that were released at the time, and I'm not sure which one I actually used, or I used someone's UST and then they changed their name on their channel and I don't recognize them anymore, or just this might be the person I used, but I don't recognize them at all. There's a lot of cases of that. So if you go back, there will be definitely a lot of names where, like I've said, like UST by such and such, and then a question mark. That question mark means that I'm not 100% sure that that's the UST I used. And if it's not, if you happen to know, like if you watch one of my older videos and go, hey, wait a minute, that's my UST, but they credited like somebody else, please let me know. Please do not hesitate to let me know. Put it in the comments, be like, hey, this is my UST, here's the link to the video so you can double check, and I will like get on that as fast as I can and, you know, just fix that, because I want to like fix this glaring issue that's been on my channel since 2016. And there's also a couple where I haven't been able to find the original UST at all. Like I mentioned Kimi no Taion because that's the one that I've just finished updating, because I've been like searching for minutes now and have not been able to find the original UST. Every other UST I found that's been updated has either been uploaded like after that video came out, or, you know. So if you happen to know who did that one, I think it was Caleb Skitty, but I'm not sure. So if you happen to know who did that one, if you did one around 2016, 2017, and you think I used your UST, please let me know. I would love to update that description and credit you. Um, but yeah, I'll be going through all of those and updating them and doing my best to give proper credit to people for their work because I think they deserve it. And it just, the only explanation I can give for me not doing that in the first place is that I just wasn't thinking about it. You know, I was just getting into all of this. I didn't know there was a thing. I wasn't really connected to the community as a whole. You know, I was just like, oh, haha, plug and play. And now I'm looking back and I'm like, hey, that was kind of a shit thing to do. Um, let's fix that because I want to, I want to properly credit people because I'm 20 years old. I recognize now that people deserve to be credited for their work, and it's insane that and it's not that this is a revelation that's just hitting me, to be fair. I've wanted to do this for a while now. I've been sitting around going, oh man, I should really do this. Like, I should really go back and update them for too long. Let's put it that way. Like, it reflects badly on me that it's been that long, and I deserve to have it reflect badly on me that it's been this long without me updating it. Um, but I've finally just gotten to a point where it's like, okay, I really can't justify not going back and fixing these, especially on bigger covers with really good tuning that I, again, did not do. um, so yeah, I definitely also want to take a moment and apologize sincerely to anybody who's been watching my videos, whether you've been here for like a week or you've been here since 2016. If you've watched my videos and you've gone, oh wow, she did a really good job tuning that, I'm sorry. That wasn't me. And I honestly do want to apologize for any like of the deception because it's, totally inexcusable. And I want to apologize for everybody whose USTs that I've used and I haven't credited you. That was really not okay of me. And, going back and fixing it now does not forgive that I did not do it in the first place. But I will be doing all I can going forward, and I have been doing all I can within the last, I want to say, year or so to make sure that I properly give credits for the USTs on my videos because, again, like, you just deserve to have your stuff credited. So yeah, there's that. And then I'm also just going through and like privating or deleting outright a couple of older cringy videos. I I'm only saying that just for the transparency. There's there's just a lot of there's there's some older videos I'm leaving up because, either I worked really hard on them or, I just think they deserve to stay up as like a sort of a growth thing, I guess. Um, but there's a couple older cringier videos that I'm just not really okay with letting them sit out public anymore. Like there was one where I had written a whole thing with my OCs and then I like read it and voice acted it and posted it and no one really watched it, so it's not that big a deal, but yeah, that needed to go away. I think I just unlisted it because I didn't want to delete it, but um so yeah, TLDR, TLDW, whatever. Thank you for watching this far. I'm sorry it's a very disorganized video. I just wanted to get my thoughts out really quick and do this without a whole lot of fanfare, a whole lot of fuss. You don't want to see me crying on the floor going, I'm so sorry, because that's just, that's the normal, like, YouTuber thing to do. I don't want to do that. I want to be, like, clear and concise and honest with you and say that I messed up, I didn't do what I was supposed to do, and credit people, and that was not okay, and I'm honestly really sorry about that, and I'm doing what I can to go back and rectify that problem. Um, so yes, thank you. I'm sorry I haven't put out a video in a bit. I've been working on stuff on the side, but nothing I really like want to post yet. Um, but yeah, thank you for your support thus far, and I hope that this revelation of me not crediting people doesn't like smear my image too badly. Like, I deserve the flack. I deserve whatever flack I get for not crediting people because it was just not okay. But hopefully, I can continue to go forward after this and grow and credit people as I do it. Um, and yeah, I think that's about all I have to say. Um, Aside from, please don't feel pressured to go back and watch the older videos. Like, I'm updating the titles, but not the titles. I'm updating like the descriptions, but like, please don't feel compelled to go back. You're not missing much. um, Especially because a lot of the Undertale covers that I used to do, I like put parody title names, and so there's been at least one video so far where I parodied the name of the song so much that I don't know what song it is anymore, and so I can't credit whoever did the UST because I don't even recognize the song anymore. I haven't heard it since 2016. Um, so yeah, there's that. If anybody happens to go back and find that one and recognizes it and is like, this is this song and this is the person who did, please don't hesitate to do that. Like, definitely, if like you've seen an older video of mine and you're like, hey, I think she used so and so's UST, why didn't she credit them? And you're just now watching this and you're like, oh, this is my chip, please go do that. Please go back and say, hey, I think this is so and so's UST. You put a question mark here, but like it's definitely them or it's definitely this other person. Please, like, go ahead. I'm um I feel bad about putting the onus on the viewership to do this because, it should be me. It's my mistake. I messed up. I should be the one fixing it. But at the end of the day, if I can't find it, like if I can't figure out who did the UST and there's someone out there that can, then I absolutely want them to reach out to me and be like, "Hey, this is who did it," so that I can properly give credit. I cannot stress that enough. Um, but yeah, I'm gonna stop here before I ramble on for another 12 minutes. Thank you for watching this far and staring at my ugly fucking teeth the entire time. Um, and yeah, have a good one. Thank you for watching my content.